On the ground and had it spin towards the opening. He did it really well. And Chris Johnson just having goals kicked against him at the moment.
Here's Cousins again.
Last 3 minutes, Cousins has been hot.
Yep, helped set up that last goal.
Play on.
Tambling to Deledio. He kicks it to the 50. And the mark's taken by Morton.
He's a player. They really need to fire Brett Deledio. Been very quiet so far.
Morton kicks it to the hot spot. Revolts there. So is Waite. Richardson got the handball out to Foley. Right foot snap is not going to make the distance. And the mark's taken by Thornton.
Jared Waite back on quarters.
And he goes short and finds Scotland.
Yeah, thanks, Brett. Right on it, mate.
Margin 34 Carlton's way. Richmond have got to string a couple together. Cruiser, #1 draft pick 2007, and much expected of him this year. Scotland to Robinson, the first gamer with the very interesting temperament. Cloak shook the tackler off. It's a Carlton free.
I think it's because Robinson was put out of the contest.
The new rule.
Yeah, the new rule. Robinson got rid of the football and then was taken out of the contest. 50-metre penalty.
And the reason for that is it prevented him from being engaged in the continuation of play, and that had been applied as a kind of professional free kick in recent seasons. So the rule has been changed, and Mitch Robinson is lining them up. He kicked one in the first quarter from just about on the 50. And he's now kicked two, and he's making an impressive start.
Jared Waite coming in off the wing, playing on Richard Tambling. So here's a contrast in sizes with the two opponents he's had.
Scotland kicks in the Eddie Betts direction, tries to claim the mark. Robinson again just ducked ahead and went for it. Brown to Deledio. Oh, he's coughed it up. He's not having a good night, Brett Deledio. Betts gains 45 metres for his team.
A lot of talk in the Melbourne papers today about Richmond's inability to tackle. Over the last 6 seasons, they've been the worst tackling side in the competition, and tonight again they're getting out tackled 27-20, and it just looks as though there's not a lot of pressure on the Carlton opposition often enough.
Holding the ball. Ball was free. Ball never got pinned at all. Ball was free. Ball was free. Hold it. Hand it over. Thanks, right? Play on.
So free kick going the Tigers' way. Deledio to Rains. Oh, another missed target. Now Brown. Back for the Tigers. Now another Brown. Nathan kicks to half forward, but just blazed away, and easy pickings for Thornton. And he goes sideways. And the Blues off and running again. Russell to the wing. Garlett. That's a poor kick. Yep. And it goes straight down the throat of McGuan. Gives it off to Bowden, and we start all over again.
So I wonder if the moment consumed Jeffrey Garlett running down that southern wing on his own in front of 80 or 90,000 at the MCG on his first game.
How good was that? Not only did he intercept Bryce Gibbs, he held the mark. That was just wonderful football. Read it. Now, what's this all about, Luke?
Some sort of set play, you would have think. Prefer him just to get it in there quickly.
Short and wide. I wonder if that was the message. Here's Houlihan back to Scotland. Nowhere to go for him there. Did manage to get rid of it.
Great kick.
And it's clever to Russell, who is within range and misses. Not the most reliable. In front of goal, he misses everything. Richmond's ball.
Plenty of whistles being blown down there.
There's the slips catch from Bryce Gibbs. It was fantastic play. Full stretch.
Players like Russell and Wiggins, as Carlton improves, if they don't improve, they won't be part of the 22. So that's good because it puts pressure on them to go to another level.
Newman to Rains. Only played the couple of games last year before that terrible knee injury, dislocating the kneecap. And that wasn't the best of options, but it came off in the end. Heart and mouth stuff. But Richmond did have the weight of numbers there. Brown, Ball kick again.
Gee, they turned it over a lot, the
Sounds like a
Tigers.
broken record, don't we? But it just keeps on happening.
You know you're in trouble when the best kick in your team is turning it over as well. It's a real breakdown when that happens.
Wait to Simpson. Favola on the wing.
Go in.
Simpson 13 touches. Equal high for Carlton with Scotland.
Now the rolling zone, Rob, is in full swing. The coach has said we can't afford to get blown out of the water here, so they've got plenty of numbers back. 40 points down is too much. Trying to stop the scoring.
And Carlton trying to pinpoint a pass in the forward 50, not coming off with Heath Scotland. Scotland, it's interesting, the two oldest players for Carlton tonight are Heath Scotland and Fev, who are both 28.
Oh, shocking turnover. Garlett just not quite able to punish Richmond. They'll get off the hook. McMahon able to bob and weave out of trouble.
That would have been game over then. If Garlett kicks that goal, mentally, you just can't come back.
They're not out of it yet. Oh, Jackson just getting a share of that. And now they are out of it for the time being at least. Rains to Richardson. Brett Ratton a moment ago showing the heat of the moment. He's under pressure this year in a way that he hasn't been in his brief coaching tenure this year, because the expectation has arrived. Here's White for Richmond, and he hits the target. It's Revolt, who missed from this sort of range a little while ago. This time he has a good target in the corridor. And it's Simmons who is a good kick.
And Simmons has turned it over a bit. He's dropped marks. He certainly needs a goal for his own confidence and his team's. And Cruiser just not tight enough on his direct opponent Simmons there. Just gave him a bit too much space.
You're talking about the Carlton age profile, Rob. Richmond have 6 on their list, 6 core players over 30. Kane Johnson, one of them, not in the team tonight. Simmons is one of them. And not many teams with that profile win premierships. Troy Simmons does kick a goal here. And the Tigers peg one back. Brett Ratton is becoming a little agitated. That's a scene from a few seconds ago. It's the second time he's been a bit fired up over something that's happening with the board. They're not happy with their matchups, perhaps.
The Magnet Man not doing his job.
Tough gig, the Magnet Man in footy.
And the Magnet Man should just shut up and be told.
Hadley to Russell, to Garlett, over the top to Gibbs, who kicks hurriedly towards goal.
Get the feeling,
consequently, just squeezed it home for a point.
He might have gone through a few Magnet Men over the journey.
Yes, it's not an easy job. Like, you've got about 44 magnetic tags there. You can see he's getting a bit frustrated, red in the cheeks. But on match day, the coach is right, even if he's wrong.
Oh, here's another turnover. Scotland not hanging on to the mark. Cloak playing for the free kick, a la Kevin Bartlett a few decades ago, and he comes away with it. And he pokes it to Scotland. Tuck just arriving. Betts getting a hand in there. Newman with him. Betts very good in these situations. He's a terrier. He doesn't concede easily. Thursfield stripped of it. Rains. Richmond can't afford a mistake. They don't make it. Newman. Now Simmons. And now Titch Edwards. Deledio. Newman. And Tambling.
This is Tambling's 4th touch for the game, and it's nowhere near enough.
And it's not a great kick inside 50 either. Makes it difficult for the forwards. Thornton did it nicely to Waite, who's kicked 3 goals in this match. He's the everywhere man tonight. Hadley to Houlihan. Cloak's outnumbered here. Oh, it didn't bother him. He took a beautiful hanger. Play on straight away. Robinson now pops it inside 50. And a solid mark taken in defence by Simmons.
Well done, Troy Simmons. He kicked the last goal, had a couple of mistakes tonight, and he's really starting to put his stamp on it. They really need to score. Here we go again. Another turnover.
It is just killing Richmond, this, and their supporters will be tearing their hair out because they've had a decade of it.
Just felt they had a bit of control of play, but that's killed them.
Hadley sold the dummy. Winds up from 60, won't make the distance. Can Cloak take another hanger? Nobody gives away the free kick.
Bit of an arm chop. Wanda Foley, who made such strides a couple of seasons ago. Key player now. Houlihan been good. And here's Gibbs Robinson hasn't had too many kicks, but he's kicked 2 goals. Put Gibbs under the pump there. White for Richmond. Rains, one of their better players, been busy down the back. Ample opportunity down.